Hi, my name's Garrison Starr. I realize I think I look a little bit pasty, but I'm just going to go with it anyway. So I am, well, first of all, you are reading Split Lip magazine. My dear friend Scott Boer, just such a wonderful dude. And he has started this magazine, and so I want to support Scott, and he is in turn supporting me, which is very kind. So I'm Garrison Starr, and you are reading Split Lip magazine. Tell all your friends, because this is going to be the shit. So Scott has asked me to do a little video about songwriting, and I have a new record out that it came out May 1st, so it's relatively new still. It's the best work I've done, without a doubt. It's my proudest work to date. And so Scott asked me to talk to you a little bit about songwriting and my process that I go through, etc., etc. I thought, since I have a new video out for a song right now called Slow Crawl, I thought I would talk to you about the process of writing Slow Crawl. And by the way, I'm not a videographer, or a videographer, however you fucking say it. So if this doesn't look good, forgive me, but I'm doing my best here. This song is called Slow Crawl, and I wrote it with my friend Kevin Devine. We were making, my new record's called Amateur, if I didn't say that already, but we were making Amateur, and I had a songwriting session that had been set up by a friend of mine, and it was with Kevin, who's just badass. He's a great songwriter, great singer, just great artist. And so we had this session set up. I almost canceled it, but I decided not to cancel it because I thought, well, wouldn't hurt to have another song for the record. We were kind of needing like a mid-tempo sort of song and something that was a little different from the rest of the stuff that we had, and so I thought I'd go through with it, and Kevin and I wrote this song together. And in terms of songwriting for myself, I am not the most disciplined person in terms of writing. I don't wake up every day and just write. That's not, unless I'm co-writing. I like to set up co-writing sessions because I'm more likely to write sort of in more of a disciplined fashion if I have an appointment to go to and if I have something to carry through or follow through on. When I'm writing for myself, I usually just write when I'm inspired to write. If I wake up and feel it, then I'll do it and it'll just come out. Or, sometimes I'll sit down and see if something happens and it won't happen or it will. But in this case, Kevin and I had never spent time together. We'd never met before. We sat down, and I can't remember exactly. I think I had some ideas. I like to go into sessions with melodic ideas at least, with something to bring to the table because it takes pressure off of me. But I think I had some kind of melody idea or something, and in this case, the song just kind of fell out really naturally and really quickly. But actually, it was interesting because when we wrote the chorus of Slow Crawl goes like this. Take a reflex hammer to a brick wall. Brace yourself for a big fall. There's a ground war coming. Ground war coming. Right? But when we first wrote the song, it went like this. Take a reflex hammer to a really big wall. No, wait. Take a reflex hammer to a really thick wall. No. Take a reflex hammer to a thick brick wall. Brace yourself for a really big fall. Ground war. So that's the way the chorus was originally. And after we left the session, I started thinking about it. Something about it just wasn't quite right. And so I sort of pared it down. I just kind of made it a little bit more concise with the cutting out like some of the extra syllables and stuff. From what I remember about writing this song with Kevin, it was the best experience that you could have. It was like we were bouncing things off each other really quickly, really easily, very comfortably, which is exciting, and which is always the best case scenario. And we were just on the same page. I think it was just one of those things. We were in the same spot, and it worked out really well. But that doesn't always happen. Co-writes are co-writes are sort of like anything else, any other sort of relationship that you get into. Sometimes it's a good day, sometimes it's not a good day. Sometimes songs come out and you finish them in a session, and sometimes you leave with a great idea and you finish it later. It just depends. So anyway, was going to play this song for you, for Scott. There's a video up for this on my website, and it's on YouTube and stuff. It's called Slow Crawl. Only questions, only time. Will you be mine? Let your lips behind your prayer. Will you be there? Turn your eyes to me. Shine the barrel of your new gun. Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have to run? Oh, take a reflex hammer to a brick wall. Brace yourself for a big fall. There's a round war coming. Round war coming. This isn't for the faint of heart. Pace yourself for a false start. There's a round war coming. It's a slow crawl. Steady lift that takes so long. Could we be wrong? Hold your name in every breath. Shadow your step. Double back for me. Come collect me when the day breaks. Let me learn to love you. Tell me what it takes. Oh, take a reflex hammer to a brick wall. Brace yourself for a big fall. There's a round war coming. Round war coming. This isn't for the faint of heart. Pace yourself for a false start. There's a round war coming. It's a slow crawl. Brace yourself for a big fall. There's a round war coming. Round war coming. This isn't for the faint of heart. Pace yourself for a false start. There's a round war coming. Round war coming. We make it all up. We make it all up. So that's that, boys and girls. You know, in just thinking, I guess I didn't really write down what I was going to say, but you know, Scott just asked me to kind of be candid and talk about the process, and I don't know, I hope I've done a good job of that. You know, like I said, for me, when I'm writing songs, it's usually from inspiration, you know, although as I've grown as a songwriter, and have sort of been casting my net a little bit wider, I've started to challenge myself a little bit and write, you know, try to write some songs for other people and try to just experiment with writing different, you know, with different subject matter. You know, I think it's, as a singer-songwriter, sometimes it's easy to get caught in writing about love and relationships, which is what life is about, right? I get that. But it's also fun sometimes. You know, I have a friend, my friend Adrienne Gonzalez, you know, kind of wrote the majority of her last record as a character, you know, and I think that that's a cool thing to experiment with. And I think as a songwriter, if you want to be the best songwriter you can be, and you want to be the most accessible songwriter you can be, in my opinion, I think it makes sense to try and broaden your horizons and broaden your subject matter so that you can write with everybody you would want to write with, you know, not just artists that you want to cut your songs, but also other songwriters who are super uber talented. You know, you always want to write up, you know, at least I do. Always want to play and perform and write with people who are better than me because I want to be better. So yeah, so that's it. I'm excited that I get to be a part of this budding magazine. And Scott is a great dude and a great friend, and I hope that this will yield much success for him. But anyway, my name is Garrison Starr, and you can check me out at garrisonstar.com, 2 R's in Garrison, 2 R's in Starr. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. Have at it. Thank you. Bye.